Hi Taurus, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates with you, hit that subscribe button, please. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help us all, or help you, should I say, on your path to your highest vibrational good. So this week, for your key to the week, you have the Fool card. You get a fresh start. There is a new energy that is in the air for you this week. You could find that people just respond to you differently. You could find that you are spotting ideas or connections where they haven't been before, or where maybe you never noticed them before. There's something this week about your mind and your energy that is expanding. The sun is now in the sign of Virgo, which is amazing because this is a trine energy to your sign. It's a whole sign trine, obviously, so it's trine in the sun. It's trine in if you're a sun sign, a moon sign, or an ascendant Taurus, the sun in Virgo is trine your own sign, and what that gives you is this harmonious energy flow pouring into you. And I kind of feel like that energy is very much the sun, the Fool card this week, right? There's something about your energy that is opening, expanding. You're spotting opportunities where maybe you didn't see any before, where maybe you were experiencing just blockages, or maybe like a slow, sluggish feeling. This week it's completely different. There's a speed, there's an energy in the air of change, of vibrancy, and it's all yours. Grab it with both hands, take it as far and wide as you possibly dare. And remember that the Fool card brings you new things, new people, new energy. It asks you to step outside of the box, and it brings you different things. It moves you in different directions. So this week, be prepared to be surprised, but in the best sort of way. And the other thing with the Fool card as well, sometimes this is a hindsight moment. Sometimes with the Fool, you could have a conversation, you could have you could watch something and it really kind of sits in the back of your mind, and then all of a sudden, boom, you look back like 3-4 days, weeks, months even later, and you think, bloody hell, that was a really landmark moment for me, right? So just pay attention to everything this week, because you never know what it is or what it could be that could change your life. For your actions and options, you have the Seven of Swords. So check this out. The Seven of Swords, you guys know me by now. If you've been watching me long enough, you know I fucking hate this card. It's my least favorite card in the whole deck. And this is in your actions and options card, right? So you guys know I love you, right? It's been an interesting journey between me and Taurians. In the beginning, in the early days, probably right up until about my early 20s, I'll be honest. Every time I had a fallout with someone or had some shit go on, 9 times out of 10, it was a Taurus, right? And I used to be like, why? Why do we rub each other the wrong way? I found out, obviously, because of the astrology, we square each other, so it's a very different energy. Plus, we're opposite elements. I'm air, because I'm an Aquarius, and Taurus is earth. So it's kind of like there's no way for them really to meet, right? However, the second, I say the second, I mean like literally as Uranus entered Taurus, like me and Taurians, we're like this now. We just totally mesh, because I think we understand each other because of that mutual sort of reception kind of energy. Now, I love you, but I'm going to call you out this week. The Seven of Swords is not a great card, and sometimes it can represent lies and deceit. One thing that I want to pull you up on this week for you, because I love you, because I care about you, and your boy wants to get you to your places, right? To where you want to be. This week, you really need to step out of that self-illusory tendency. Where is it that you are fibbing to yourself? Where is it that you are lying to yourself? Where is it that you're maybe playing small, telling yourself, but I can't do it, and I've done it once, but I've never been able to repeat that success, or all of the imposter syndrome, like all of it. Where is it that you are really allowing that BS to come in? Where is it that you are lying to yourself about something that is shaping up? Where is it that you are maybe doing something that you shouldn't be, or withholding something that you shouldn't be, for all for the sake of, I'm not telling them because I'm trying to protect them. A lie by any other name is still a lie, sweetie. So I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna leave you there. All right. So this doesn't turn into like a bashing session. For your communications and conversations, you got the Ace of Swords. So this week, you got to be really, really conscious, because whatever it is that you are sitting on, if there is a secret that you know, and in the back of your mind you keep thinking to yourself, you know, when this breaks it's going to be like a shitstorm. If you aren't the person to divulge what you know, the Ace of Swords, especially in the communications and conversation sector, underneath the guise of the Fool card, it will bring it out for you. My advice to you is get ahead of the curve. If there's something that you know that you feel should be divulged, but you're, you know, maybe you're saying to yourself, well, it's not my place to say. All right, so that's on one level. On another level, this could be a great week for a new contract. This could be a great week for some sort of new opportunity that comes up when it comes to your work, when it comes to your profession. It could see you deciding to go in a different direction, maybe because of something that you observe or something that you learn. So this week, some of you could be deciding, actually, you know what? This doesn't feel like the job for me, or this doesn't feel like the place for me. And the reason it doesn't feel like that is because I'm having to bite my tongue, or I'm having to, you know, maybe, and this happened recently to somebody that I kind of observed. If your company makes a liar out of you, probably not the place you want to be. Do you know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong, you can't just walk out of your job, but you get my point. All right, but yeah, there could be a new contract on the horizon for you. You could be literally deciding to move off in a new direction when it comes to work. Maybe some of you could be starting a business this week. Maybe this is where you're telling yourself as well, oh, you know, I don't know enough, or I haven't studied long enough, or I can't do it because I haven't got a degree. Like whatever it is that you're telling yourself, like the reason that you can't, you're lying to yourself. And this week I'm calling you out on it so that you can be the best you that you can. For your money and materials, you got the Four of Pentacles, right? So this is an interesting one when it comes to money, because it's right underneath the Seven of Swords, right? It looks like there's some sort of money or finances that is hidden, right? Or certainly there's a few things that this could be. So I'm going to try and narrow it down to three. One, money could be sort of being siphoned off or being hidden or put away somewhere because it's underneath the Seven of Swords, right? The other thing is this week you're reminded, it's not so much that you're going to lie about your finances, but if you've got a nest egg and it's stashed away and the shit's hit the fan, maybe you want to divulge that. And if somebody questions you, well, who are you to question me? It doesn't, you know, if I put money away to save for a rainy day, that's my business, not yours. You know, that's two. And the other part of this as well, this week I want you to really try, you're Taurus. You are Taurus. You are literally like the epitome of financial earth, aside from Capricorn, but that's a different kind, right? If there's anyone that can generate more money or more finances after depleting whatever stores they currently have, it's you. Don't doubt yourself. Wherever it is that you're doubting yourself, wherever it is that you're telling yourself like, oh, you know, but if I spend this money, that's going to be it. I'm going to be broke. I'm going to be destitute. Like it's never going to be able to come back in. Stop telling yourself that story this week, right? Whatever it is that you need to spend on or to purchase on, stop hoarding your money, because all you're doing is sending the universe that message that actually I don't have enough. So keep it from me. All right. So on a personal health level, it looks like some of you are looking into either some sort of elective surgery or cosmetic procedure to do with your weight. Possible, not all of you obviously, but some of you. Remember, we have a Mars retrograde coming up. You probably don't want to go into anything of that nature until January 2021. I know that's kind of, you know, a long way away for some people, but yeah, you don't want to be going into that kind of energy before then. On a home level, this week, lock your doors, shut your windows, double check whenever you're going out, just be sure. All right, and I'm sorry to say, but that's not a great pairing, so just letting you know. For your love and relations, oh shit, okay, you got the devil card. Right, There are good things in this week. I don't care what any of you say. There are good things in this week, right? Especially this new contract, new work, new ideas. I feel like you're going to be able to spot opportunities and new ideas for things in many things. Maybe even in terms of finances, maybe in terms of ideas. But there's a part of you, you know, that self-sabo that kicks in. It's almost like it wants to hold you back and say, well, you know, that might not happen, so we've got to play it safe. In your love and relations, for those of you that are single, you've got the Devil card underneath the Ace of Swords. I feel like this is you guys really trying to figure out what you actually want from a relationship. And I feel like in a lot of ways, this is about you really questioning yourself and your relationship style. I feel like there could be more than one suitor this week. You know, maybe more, you know, maybe one or two people on the radar, maybe two or three even. And there's a part of you that's like, well, you know, usually I go for them, but actually I'm starting to wonder what that says about me. And this isn't, you know, you judging yourself. It's just about you really starting to get clear now on what it is that you want from a relationship and the patterns that you go through in your relationship. For those of you that are partnered or married, this is a week where you guys can really start to have a heart-to-heart about what it is that you want to do going forward. Maybe you want to do, you know, maybe you want to save more money. Maybe you want to get healthy together. Maybe, you know, like this is you guys really looking at, okay, what is the rut that we are currently stuck in? Not me, not you. Like, what is the collective rut that we are in and how are we going to get out of it? It's actually a good place to be, because when you can look out in the same direction and hold hands while you're walking towards that destination, that's the key, right? That is, you're onto a winner. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.